Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for more main story. Our minion for today is the Torgal Pup. Hello there. And before we get going, we did get a few rewards off screen from PvP series. Namely, they added PvP rewards from the series that was running during patch 6.3 to the Trophy Crystal Shop. I swear I will go over the PvP reward system at some point. We just have not had the time. But yeah, they added a bunch of rewards from the from a previous PvP series to the shop at the Wolves Den. So I went ahead and picked up most of the rewards, including bold-rimmed glasses, a new emote, the Link Pearl emote. We got 2 Framers kits, one for the Falcons, and one for the Ravens. And I think that is it. Yes, there is still one more reward I have not picked up yet. I do not have the trophy crystals for it, but I will get to it in due time. And then last thing before we begin, I do want to check out that new emote. So that was the Link Pearl emote. Excuse me, Link Pearl emote. Ooh, even had a little sound effect for us getting the call. Nice. Alright, now with that out of the way, hello everyone. For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend one week on the ground. We'll get you back in the sky soon, Sid. What could be out there that would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself? Good question. God, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. Best of luck. I wonder, does she have a name? Alright, so we already talked to most of you, I believe. Then, Alphino. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azys Lla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Alright, time for a meeting. Let's figure out how exactly we're going to be getting through an elegant barrier protecting Azys Lla. This is gonna be a nightmare. Still, we figured out how to pierce elegant shields before, with the help of elegant clones. I'm sure we can figure it out again. Surely. Ah, you are returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within. Though we know little and less of Azys Lla, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Guardians cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. Agreed. Welcome back, my friend. Pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still and shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. It is what he would have wished. There's nothing wrong with grieving. Grieve as you must. I swear wherever there's an elegant ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything. If the Empire has an interest in Azys Lla, we have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. Seriously though, Lucia, I think you very thoroughly cut ties with Garlemald when you, attacked your Emperor? No longer your Emperor, I guess. Very fun! How's it feel?
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans, and we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key,
Any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Oh ho! Tataru coming in clutch for us! Alright, finally we get to find one of the missing Scions, one of the missing Archons in fact. Oh Tataru, who have you found? She may not spend her day slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a Scion than you or me. Full oft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. No kidding! She's not a combatant, but her job is no less important. Welcome back, Satora. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? He caught up with us and stole the key we need. So you finally arrived at Azys Lla only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Satora, we'll get to Azys Lla yet. Well then, next time on Final Fantasy XIV? More job quests as we move on to Ninja level 58. And later this week, we're going to be tracking down one of the missing Archons. Who's it gonna be? Thancred, maybe? Y'shtola? Minfilia? No, wait, Minfilia's not an Archon. Could be Papalima or Ida? Who knows? I suppose we'll have to find out next time.